I've been shooting this valley for 20 years. I know where the light lands on that ridge in May. I know which hillside catches it first. I know what the air feels like before a morning that is going to give me something. That knowledge is not a skill. It's accumulated presence. 20 years of standing in the same places watching the same light behave differently each time. In a few days, I'm going to fly to a city that I have none of that. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And I want to find out what a practice built on patience looks like in a place that doesn't wait. There is a second question underneath the first. Whether a life that was built in one place can begin in another. My daughter picks me up. A short drive to the Kelowna airport. 3 stops ahead. Vancouver, Bangkok, and Ho Chi Minh City. The Kelowna flight is delayed. I'm running through the Vancouver airport terminal with a camera bag and a fleece shirt I will not need again for a month. I make the plane with minutes to spare. And then it begins. 2 nights, back to back. 8 in the evening on the 27th, out of Vancouver. 5 in the morning the next day in Bangkok. In Bangkok, the sun comes up while I'm sitting in the chair at the gate. The first sunrise I've seen in 2 days. First sunrise I've seen on this side of the planet. What I don't know yet, sitting at this gate in Bangkok, is that the next city is going to refuse me almost everything I came to ask of it. I'm still inside the lull before. I take out the camera, not because I came to photograph an airport, because the eye needs time with new light before it can read it. I shoot a few practice frames, art installations, small religious structures the terminal makes room for. Time with the instrument before the next leg. Then the gate opens for Ho Chi Minh City, and the airport quiets behind me. Landing in Ho Chi Minh City. The heat is the first thing, not aggressive, but ambient. The default temperature of a place that does not negotiate with you. Then the sound. Scooters in every direction at once. The morning commute of a city of 9 million people moving through intersections that have their own logic. I'm supposed to be overwhelmed. We came from a valley town of 20,000. By every measure, this should be the moment the trip becomes too much. It doesn't. There's a calm underneath the volume of it, a rhythm I cannot name yet but can feel. The city is not chaotic, it's full. The two are not the same. There's something I have not said yet. This trip is not only about photography. Saigon is the first stop on a longer scouting trip. After this, I moved north. Hoi An, Da Nang, and Hue. 4 cities and 1 question. Whether one of them could be where the next 20 years are spent. I'm not announcing anything. I'm noticing. I check into the hotel in District 1. The room booked for me has no window, just a bed, a bathroom, and an air conditioner that works. 2 nights. That's what I have here. I leave the bag, and I take the camera and go. I walk the first hour with the camera in hand and nothing else. No bag, no tripod, nothing. Whatever I'm going to learn here today, I'm going to learn with 1 camera and 1 zoom. I find a place for a Vietnamese coffee. I sit, I watch, and I try to learn the rhythm of the street before I raise the camera. Then I walk towards Ho Chi Minh Square. Red flags, red banners, icons of a country I've only seen through photographs. Broken sidewalks, cables overhead, and vendors at every corner. I take pictures. I take lots of pictures. None of them are the pictures I want to be taking. And I call them pictures because that's what they exactly are. Just pictures. Street photography is not my forte. I'll say that here so I don't have to pretend. Landscape is what I know. The patience of waiting for light to land on a hillside I have memorized. The slow build toward a frame that I can see before the camera does. Here, every frame is moving while I'm still trying to compose it. Have you ever stood inside a place where you came to photograph and felt the camera in your hand turn into evidence that you don't belong yet? That's the hour I'm in. The frames will not save me from it. I keep shooting anyway, shaking off the rust. Practicing in public, forcing frames I can already tell are not landing. Ben Thang Market is a few blocks east. Hundreds of stalls, crowds at every intersection. Souvenirs at the front, fresh food deeper in. I photograph the scooters. I photograph the seafood. I photograph the cobras and scorpions floating in glass bottles of liquor on a shelf that exists in no Canadian store I've ever stood inside. I'm not finding compositions. I'm finding evidence that I'm in a foreign country, and those are not the same thing. The afternoon heat catches up with me. My back is aching from 2 nights of flights. The camera is heavier than it was an hour ago. I walk back to the windowless room and set the alarm for a short nap. Not long enough to lose the day, just long enough to start one over again. Dinner was the first bowl of pho that I've eaten in a country that made it. I won't pretend it was a moment of clarity. It was hot and quick and good, and I was preparing for the night. Vien walking street is 3 blocks from the hotel. 850 meters of pedestrian street through the heart of the backpacker district. On weekends, it's closed to vehicles. On weeknights, it's opened. The difference is barely noticeable. I have my camera in hand, and I've been looking for composition since coffee. I am no closer to one now. Loud music, incredible amounts of light, sensory overload in every direction. Go-go dancers in the doorways, people offering beers, people offering massages, people offering everything else you could possibly imagine. I sit on the edge of the road, I order a cold beer, and I watch. I shoot the colors, and I shoot the action. I push the camera ISO past where I normally would take it. The only thing the street is going to give me tonight is motion. And motion is the only thing I can stop. 20 years of practice are sitting in my hand on this curb. None of them are loading. The light is too bright. The street is too fast. The frames keep refusing to be photographs. I question why I bothered to bring a tripod on this trip at all. There's no setting up here. Nothing holds still long enough. Everything moves fast. I'm trying not to be random, and the work feels random anyway. What this street is teaching me, even while it refuses to give me a frame, is the cost of pushed ISO in mixed neon light. Red competes with blue. Blue competes with white. Every sign is a different color temperature, and the camera has nothing to lock onto. RAW becomes the only honest file. I'm asking the sensor for 3200, sometimes even higher in ISO. Grain in exchange for motion frozen. That's the trade. The lesson is small, and the lesson is real. When the city refuses to hold still, the ISO climbs until the moment can be kept. The file gets shot in RAW, so the color can be argued with later. The frame becomes the starting point, not a finishing thing. It's hot and it's humid, and I'm tired from a full day of walking in a city I've not learned to read yet. I don't have a keeper, and I'm sure of that already. And I walk back to the windowless room. First day in Ho Chi Minh City. No image I'm proud of. No composition that stands up to anything I've made at home. I'm shooting like a tourist, and I can see that on the back of the camera. That's the honest report on the photography. There is a second report. The trip is also a scouting trip. Saigon, Hoi An, Da Nang, and Hue. One of them might be where I live next. Day 1 did not give me an image. It gave me an early answer to a different question. Whether a place I'd never been could feel like someplace I could come back to. Tonight, walking back to the windowless room, the answer was, maybe. Well, that's enough for the first day. 20 years of my future life is what I'm asking these 4 cities to answer. Saigon got day 1. Hoi An, Da Nang, and Hue are still ahead. Whatever they show me, the answer is already starting to gather. Tomorrow, Old Town Market. 6 in the morning, before the heat, before the crowd. A different market, under a different light. And the work that I shot on Vien is going to need some help. Pushed ISO, mixed color temperatures, neon competing with itself. I'll be running every one of those frames through DxO Photo Lab to recover what the noise floor is hiding. If you want to follow that workflow, the code is in the description. It's a 15% off DxO and the Nick collection. I use it, and I wouldn't mention it if I didn't. If you've ever stood inside a place that refused to give you what you came for, leave a comment. I want to know how you work through it. There's a free ebook guide to landscape photography in the description. Feel free to pick that up. Like the video and subscribe. Keep watching as I document the rest of this trip, step by deliberate step. The light doesn't wait, and neither should we.